That's right, it's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means only one thing. It's time for our G-Damn Pod, where we get to talk about whatever we G-Damn want. With your host, Jamie Madrox, Magic Mike Winokur, Big Ben Dustin, Sean Draven Davidson, and the dead homie Blake.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna
mute. Well, damn. I'm telling
Sup,
you.
Bruh?
You look like you're cutting a promo.
Sup, bruh? Waiting for this pool party, man.
I love it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode. As you can tell, me and Draven are back. So there's that.
Yes, welcome
thank
back.
Thank you.
Actually.
Ginormous thank you to Dustin and Blaze and
Hold
Mike and everybody, Gibby and everybody who held it down on 47. This is 48, episode 48 for your ear holes and eye holes. We got a pretty fun show for you. We refused to not do it, so god damn it, here we are. I heard word on the street.
I heard everything
told
you
everybody,
said.
but that you can't hear me.
No, I said I hear it everything.
Oh, I thought it was
he hurts it.
I get paranoid. I get paranoid now because the volume dropped down on another podcast, and it happened in this one before we started. So I have this fear that you're not going to be able to hear. I'm not going to hear you. Anyway, awesome show planned for you. We got a special guest, Dirk Manning, and how he's going to be gone here a little bit later. We're going to talk to him about some haunted High-Ons. Not even speculation, factual, good, fun things that you need to know and understand about. But we'll go. I don't even want to say. I don't want to go with you. I want to make it look smooth. Sean, go ahead. Kick it off with a topic. I didn't want to set up Dustin for failure. Like I don't have shit. So.
Oh no, Sean said he had topics and everything today. No, you're going right for him, right for this guy.
He did. I read the memo, bro.
The memos was there. We all did our parts.
The memo was there.
That's why it works.
Indeed.
So it works because you got to put a cover sheet on it. That's why it worked. You put a cover sheet on it.
You got to put the covers on the TPS reports.
So I guess my kind of question topic today is what makes a rap a rap?
A rap?
Well,
because,
it usually starts with the tortilla. Like if you're gonna go flour versus,
I like
corn.
texture. Tortilla chips inside actually gives.
I don't like a hot rap. I like a cold rap.
This is a musical rap.
It's a musical rap.
So I've been thinking about it. Obviously, genres blur and blend, and people want to define things. And I was just thinking, I'm like, what makes a rap a rap? Is it how fast you're going? What you're talking about? Is it what you're rapping over? Because you can rap over. There's country rap, there's rock rap, there's rap. Mm-hmm. Is it a definable thing? Like, so for you, and as a rapper, what
air quotes,
air quotes.
I'm with you.
A rap yay. Rap yay. He's a rapist.
Hey. I'm a rhymer. All right, here we go. So rhymer. So what I would think of, I would say the first thing, it's all about what you're looking for in it, because you can find different things in it. You can like a person's style. You can like how a person uses metaphors. I think the number one thing, if we're just going to blanket statement it, I think it should be that it should rhyme. It should rhyme. I think it's not too much to ask that it be coherent. I think it should make some sense. I get it. You can be abstract and artistic. But at the end of the day, if nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about, it's like you literally lost the audience. So I think that's an important thing. Those two things, I'm an easy sell. You give me, and I like to be able to understand what I'm listening to. That's another thing. So those would be my three things. That it rhyme, I think that's a given. Mm-hmm. That it makes some sort of sense. I think that's a given because we can dissect a million songs from country to pop to rock to rap, and we're like, what are we talking about here? It's a great song. It just rocks on. You know what I mean? Whatever. But at the end of the day, it makes some sort of sense. It hits you in some sort of way. It filled its void of what it set out to do. And that you understand it. You can hear it. You know what I mean? I think that's important too, because people want to connect to something, and that's the funnest part about a song is when you're singing it and that's your part. You know, like it. We all know that part of that song. This is my favorite part. You're like, yeah, that's the one. So that's what I think. What do you think, Dustin?
I think the question itself is a little broad. Only because what makes a rap a rap? Okay, at the end of the day, a rap is a rap if it rhymes to me. Yep, you can go and you can rhyme. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Yeah, you rap because it rhymed and whatever.
I never said good or bad. Like that's all subjective and opinion.
Because
I never said that.
Like you said, it could be anything. What makes a country song a country song? A little twang in it. Now it's a country song. Mm-hmm. Something like that. What makes a rock song a rock song?
I think vibe. I think vibe is the ultimate answer to your blanket question in response to the first blanket question. 100%. Vibe. I'll answer that one too.
Getting kind of warm with all these blankets, bros.
I had this conversation the other day with someone about raps, and I was like, I don't know, man, because we're debating whether it's lyrics or like what it sounds like. And to me, like how I explained it is music, you know, the rap, what you're saying to me is, and I know I'm going to get hated on for it. It's almost secondary to me, because if it doesn't sound like phonetically good, then it's not going to be good to me. You could be saying a bunch of bullshit. I'm not going to hear that the first time I hear your rap. I'm going to hear how it sounds.
You changed the question. You said what makes rap good to you. The initial question was what makes a rap song a rap song? Not what makes a rap song good to you. What makes a rap song a rap song?
Like a rap song, I don't know, the beat.
Like a rap. Like what makes a rap? Like, and then that's what we joked about the tortilla.
You can rap in other things, yeah. You could rap.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Rock
like,
song, you could rap in Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what makes it a rap song? It would be the beat. Then what makes a rap? It would be rhyming.
Right.
But because you could rap in other music that's not necessarily a rap song.
That's the thing. Because here's a prime example. With the monocle in Instagram and whatnot, you can find other people from other countries and shit, and they'll just be flowing, and you necessarily don't understand what they're saying. That's why I said the third one. That's even subjective too, because you could tell I can't understand the language they're saying, but they have they got rhyme, they got
flow. You get all that shit.
They got flows, and it's like eyebrow raising. You're like, this is amazing. If I only understood what the hell was going on here. So I feel like that last gemstone is really important too. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
When I heard Kosher Dills rap in Hebrew for the first time,
shout out Kosher Dills, man. We love you, bro.
I was like, damn, I don't even know what he's saying, but I like it. It sounds good. Just had
Dill's
me captivated.
got a style. Dill's got a swagger to him. He always had that. I think he's personality, and I think that's why he's amazing. For real though.
I believe.
All right, you asked the question, Sean. Dare you take a stab at it? What makes a rap a rap? A rap's that's how you phrased it.
Rapping.
You know, to me, it's just a little bit of a rhyme scheme, if you will. And to me, it's almost kind of a speed thing. Like, I feel like most, when I think of a rap, there's a certain speed to it in the delivery. I know some guys rap slower than others, but to me, and it's not, you don't have to be a chopper, but to me, it's just, there's a speed to it. Most of it's faster than I can do, and that makes it a rap.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You can rap slow as shit. There's slow rappers out there.
Right.
I was going to say that's an interesting perspective.
Me, when I hear it, it's like there's that certain kind of bounce to it, and normally it's got some pep to it. Like it's
interesting. And that's the thing. It's like
to rap for y'all.
It's an interesting perspective that you think that way.
Yeah.
And I think, but what I think that even when it comes to speed or slow or whatever, I think that kind of falls into style. It's
and I think for me, rap has more of a rhythm to it. Where like the singing or the hook, there's more of a melody. I don't necessarily think of melody in a rap. It's like rap has the rhythm and
but if you don't rap in like a staccato way, it's still a rap. You know what I mean? It's like
Bloodhound Gang rapping on their shit is not rap to you.
As you do cool things.
It's rap. There's a rhythm to it. It's
right.
Rap.
Okay.
And there's a speed to it. Like he's not the fastest.
I thought you were saying there was a specific
speed,
sound or speed to it.
And like, I'm not saying there's a minimum speed you have to go to rap. I'm just saying there feels like a speed to it. You know what I mean? There feels like a
very it's because that I think maybe what I'm going to try to understand what Sean's saying. I think it's more along the lines of he's like the fact that you can rap to almost anything will decipher whether or not you can or can't rap. Like, I think that's maybe, dare I say, that's what he means, because it's like it'll get to a certain level where it can get too fast, or where you're like, you have to say something with a certain amount of speed in order to keep time to jump into a beat. I feel that.
And I think because I just remember like in high school, you'd have that kid who would just start pounding on the desk playing a drum beat, and someone would just start kind of freestyling. But normally, when someone does that, you don't just start singing over that drum beat. You start rapping.
Lil Dicky's the shit. Shout out Lil Dicky. Yes, we think
Lil Dicky's awesome. Dope.
He is.
So that's kind of where my head was.
Shout out to Dave. If y'all ain't seen Dave, season 2 is streaming now. It's fucking hilarious.
Right on. All right. Okay. So
there you go. So, that's my thought.
So okay, Dustin, did you have one?
Did I have an actual one?
Yeah. Or do you have the pick 'em? Who's got the pick 'em?
No, I thought Sean had the pick 'em.
That's later. We're not.
That's a later.
All right. So who's got? You got another one? Kick another one. We'll do one more, and then we'll bring Dirk on, and we'll talk a little bit haunted High-Ons.
The only thing, I mean, it's not really a topic, and I know we've touched on it before, but I will say this, and I was thinking about it the other day. So, 4th of July weekend, I'm at Target, and the Target here it's like a stack. It's in the city. There's a store up here, there's a Target in the middle, and there's an At Home down here on the bottom. So I went down to the At Home 4th of July weekend.
Do you need some throat pillow?
There it is, right when you walk in the store in all of its glory, the beginning of their Halloween decorations. And don't get me wrong, I am a man. I am a man who loves some Halloween decorations.
Right. Start going down the aisle.
But 4th of July?
Yeah.
4th of July weekend, that's when it's there.
I mean,
it's too early. I wasn't mad about it, and I believe I bought a little coffee cup set that had a pumpkin and
I just got this text message from
pumpkins and peaches,
pumpkins and peaches, pumpkins.
They said Halloween 365, bro.
The thing is, though, you pull 2 of those pumpkins off the shelf, and there's a fucking Santa Claus behind it already. So
that's even more.
That makes me mad.
That makes it's almost because it's like they're forcing an ushering of a holiday in. They're like, I know you're celebrating this one today, but when you wake up tomorrow, that one's over and we've moved on. And you're like, God damn, dude, like if I don't fall into sync with shit, I'm just.
But that's the next one from 4th of July is Halloween.
I mean,
there's not a lot of decorating for Labor Day.
Right?
What about
and
Arbor
plus,
Day?
Think about it. They're probably sitting on a shitload of stuff from last year that they're like put up front and get rid of first.
Right. It's just a constantly moving thing. So by the time people go in there and actually start searching, like the people who are really into it have gotten all the good stuff, and then the other people just get what they get. Like, again, I'm not mad. I bought something Halloween-y, so I was happy.
What did you buy? I have to know.
It was a stack. Came in like a rack of 4 coffee cups. That was a skeleton, Frankenstein, mummy, and
I'm digging that.
And a jack-o'-lantern.
So he got so he did actually get some decor there, Sean.
Of course,
just Halloween.
Why wouldn't I?
He's got sucked into the consumer void like everyone else, man. The marketing got him, man. He's just one of the sheep, man.
They pulled me right back in.
Fucking march off the cliff, man.
Put a pumpkin on it. Now I have my pumpkin shorts on right now. I have pumpkin shorts on.
Wow, dude.
At this specific
fucking wow. You said you don't have shorts on right now?
I have pumpkin shorts on.
Okay, I was about to say I didn't know which one. All my senses went
I'm
dark.
Here, Jimmy
I don't know
which
one to cover, but please don't let me hear or see it.
Don't show me your Jimmy Dangles.
Here, he doesn't have shorts on. That's scary.
Oh shit!
You want to see my downstairs mix up?
Put some powder on, bro. You're chafing. You're rubbing.
Chafed the fuck up.
Little chafy.
Oh man. Well, for those of you who don't know, I'll drop my little nugget of news in there and say for those of you who don't know, I mean, just the obvious, our brand new single, Neon Filth, I mean, pardon me.
Yes.
Neon Vamp with Danny Field is available now. Check that out. We just did a video. Yeah, man. No, we just did a video. It was so ill. Like, that's why we weren't here last Wednesday.
Yep.
You know, we were filming shit and it was pretty dope. And I actually got to see Danny's parts for some of it. And it's like, oh man.
You got to see some of it? I just saw his makeup. I saw what he was looking like, but I haven't seen any of it.
I saw the makeup that y'all posted, and that shit was fucking crazy.
Man.
The whole chat thought you guys weren't here last weekend
so blown,
because you guys were out partying for Paul's birthday.
I did, man. It was so cool, though. Just amazing. And yeah, man.
It's been added to some playlists already, right? Neon.
It has indeed. It has indeed. And I think that's cool. And it continues to add in and stuff like that. So thank you guys for supporting it. Damn, thank y'all, man. For real, though. Absolutely. Thank y'all for supporting it. Thank you for guys for requesting it. You know, same with Envy. Shout out Spencer. You know what I mean? It's like, for real, we appreciate all of y'all's support and everybody requesting the songs and adding them to playlists and stuff like that. That shit is awesome. That shit was what this is all about. We made the songs for y'all to check out, and it's amazing to have a platform to throw them at and a lot more people hear them. So thank y'all for that. That's basically my news.
That's good news.
I'd like to bring. You want to bring?
Let's do it.
You want to bring?
If this is what we're doing.
Man, let's do it.
He's been sitting back here listening to us forever.
He's been in the green room eating powdered donuts and drinking V8 for the last 23 minutes. We don't have good things in the green room. I'm sorry.
No,
we're trying to make it a comfortable area.
Warm V8.
It's very, it's warm V8.
Oh,
what's up, brother? How are you?
Oh, hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good. No, it's good to see you guys. I was having fun listening to you guys chop it up and stuff. And
that's awesome.
Am I allowed to throw in my 2 cents on what makes?
Yes, please. Absolutely. We'd love to hear it. Yeah, hell yeah.
I knew he was going to have something to say.
I even wrote it down so I didn't forget. So
yes, sir.
Mine might
True
be
professional.
But will you rap it to us? That's the question.
Well, you know, maybe if these beats are dope enough, Jamie could work at these.
Oh shit! I'll give it a swirl.
No, I said it's a reliance on or creation of rhythm without other instrumentation.
Ooh, very eloquent. Very eloquent.
Yeah, well, I had 20 minutes, so I had 10 minutes.
I was about to say, you definitely had to write that one down. I wouldn't have been able to get that on top.
I think Dirk wins.
Like Dustin was like, "Ain't no way that was off the dome." No way.
The difference.
I feel it though.
Yeah, man. To me, it's like if you're creating the rhythm and the beat without other instruments, that's rap to me. Like, you know. So anyway.
So like beatboxing.
I agree. I think
that beatboxing be rap then.
Say again?
Because if you're making it without instruments, would beatboxing be rap then?
I would say
it's an integral part of rap history. I would say that.
Right. I mean, I think it definitely stems from that idea. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Say, you know, to the extreme, you rock the mic like a vandal and light up the stage and watch the punk like a candle dance. You don't need instruments.
There it is.
There.
I ain't even mad at him.
Good name drop. Look at this guy.
I love it.
This guy over here.
Right. I just hear, ooh.
Well, Dirk.
All right.
You know.
Hey.
Let's get to the reason. Let's get to that.
Let's get down and dirty.
That's right.
All right. Let's get to the Curse of the Green Book. I know, and you know, and a lot of the viewers know that there have been some promotional stills that are floating around that show images of us. There's a house. There's like it's more like a little shanty. Let's see. Oh no, see, I wasn't even talking about.
Oh, we're not getting that yet.
Which is good though. This is good. This is good. So there are a few. There's a few pieces of imagery floating around. There's a few statements floating around. We know that Haunted High-Ons Curse of the Green Book issue 1 will be available at Astro 4.
Yes.
We know that special cover.
Yes.
But I'm hearing that that's just the tip of the iceberg for what the plans are for this book.
It is. So here's what's going on. Obviously, everyone's waited a very long time for Haunted High-Ons Curse of the Green Book, things like that. 2020 happened, which we're not going to look back, but that threw a lot of things into, pushed a lot of things back. You know, I think a lot of people are aware that the art team on the book, Marina Pescosta and Alessandro De Fornassari, are from Italy.
Never say it right. I love them both. Love them both.
Mariana and Alessandro, right? Nice name.
Never said it right one time.
And
never in my
love
life.
him dearly.
He can rap it very fluently, right? You know?
There it is. Yeah, it sounds much more nicer in Italian. I got you. Go ahead.
No, and they live in Italy, and Italy was hit especially hard by COVID, things like that. They also welcomed in the middle of all of this a little bambino or bambina.
Yeah, congratulations.
So
right.
Obviously, things got pushed back a little bit, and we really wanted to focus on making the release of the book very special. So the book itself is going to be coming out in comic book stores everywhere a little bit later this year. But obviously, to celebrate the return of Astro, we decided to do something really, really special. So what we've done, and I'll backtrack. Oh, I see Drina Joe in the comments. No spoilers. I'll try to be
yeah. Well,
he's on the wrong show for that.
We're going to give it.
I was going to say we here at RG Damn Pod like to give people the meat and the potatoes, not just the gristle. We like to give them some high quality information that they can spread at their water coolers around and be in the know, because they hear it from the sources. Yeah. That's what we do here.
Then we'll start dropping some bombs.
Just a little bit. Don't get too crazy now, Dirk. I want to be like I got the all clear from Jamie. I just started telling.
No, here's what's going to happen.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No,
let's talk about it.
All ribbon aside. So a couple of years ago, when we were when Twiztid came to C2E2, we did a special variant comic for Haunted High-Ons #2. And what we did is we did a line art edition, which was the whole comic just in black and white, none of the colors. And that has been ever since probably the most requested variant, and it's definitely the rarest variant of Haunted High-Ons, or one of the two rarest variants of all time, because it's not just a variant cover. The whole book itself is a variant. And, we call it the black and white edition or the Ghost Art edition.
I love that. Yeah.
So what we're doing for Astronomicon 4 to celebrate the return of conventions and things like that, is we're kind of upping the ante on that. Not only is the book going to have a variant cover by Joe Rubenstein, who's a very famous,
very dope, very cool.
If you've ever seen like that iconic Wolverine cover by Frank Miller with him like holding up the claws, Joe Rubenstein, for example.
It's awesome.
We're not going to show you the variant cover today, but I guess you can bring up some of that art now. What we are doing is the edition of Haunted High-Ons #1 that's going to be at Astronomicon 4 is going to be, we'll call it the Ghost Art edition. And if you can even flip to some of the other pages too, I think I gave you guys 3 of them. The whole interior of the book is going to be like this. Now, the actual comic, when it comes out later this year, full color, full shebang. But this is going to be the Astronomicon exclusive Ghost Art edition with all that. Cool. I mean, look at that art, man. I mean, Mariana's.
Is this is a limited, cool, or is it only going to be at Astro, the only place to get it? Like, is there a limited amount of copies?
There is a limited amount of copies at Astro. So not only are you going to have a variant cover by Joe Rubenstein, not only are you going to have the limited interiors with all the black and white, I don't even like to call this black and white. It's blue. Yeah, like that.
There's like blue washes in there. It's very cool. It's very ghostly, ghastly. I like it. Very, very cool.
But we're even going one step farther than this, because we've missed everybody, and we really want to reward the people that are coming out to Astronomicon. So on top of having a variant cover by Joe Rubenstein, on top of the blue wash ghost art through the whole interior, and getting it months before it's going to be coming out in stores.
Very cool.
We're also, I kind of dubbed this term, we're making this comic swagged and bagged, or bagged and swagged.
That's cool.
Bagged and swagged.
Yeah. Every book is going to come in a Mylar sealed bag with some extra swag in it.
Okay.
And on top of that, the cover you get, we're going nuts. This is like a Kickstarter level crazy.
He's gonna do one more.
And one more on top of that. And let me tell you something else, brother. And to tell you, brother, the covers that you get, there's going to be 4 versions of the cover, each one more rare than the last one. So you can either get just a full color cover with a logo on it and stuff like that. That's going to be like the most common of the 4 rare covers.
Okay.
You can get a version of the Joe Rubenstein art that's colored, but they call it the Virgin, or we'll call it the vegan version. No logos, version. Nothing. It'll just be the art. And Alessandro De Fornassari colored Joe Rubenstein's art, and it is gorgeous.
I'm going to need you to slide me off about 5 or 6 copies of each one.
Yeah. He said, go ahead and slip me a couple.
Well, see, but here's the thing.
I'm going to be at Astronomicon.
A couple special friends of mine.
Then we're also going to have a third version of the cover that's going to be just strictly black and white. So just uncolored Joe Rubinstein's original art. Then the last one.
You said this is for the one-off of Astro, or this is for the entire
Astro
thing?
Only. Astro
so three
only.
Different versions of that.
Got to be at Astro. You must be at Astro.
I know there's a lot of competition for things people to do right now, but this is it. Now here's the fourth version.
Dropping bombs.
Here's the fourth one. This is the one that, Jamie, you're going to lose your mind on this one. Very limited. And I'm not going to give you the number on the other ones, but I'm going to give you the number on this one. If I get in trouble, so be it. Out of the whole run, and I'll tell you, the run is going to be 1,000 or less total to begin with.
That's good to know. Remember that. That's the kind of shit. All right. Yep.
50 of them are going to be chromium covers.
Ooh, chromium.
Like the old school 90s chromium covers.
It's pretty fucking cool,
So
man.
what happens is when you get to Astro, the M&E booth will have some copies. I'll have copies at my table. Source Point will have at their table. And it's just
sure
gorgeous.
It's not going to be 47 after me?
I will have some at the pop-up shop.
He was like,
But here's the kicker. They're all going to be sealed in this purple Curse of the Green Book bag.
Damn.
But you're not going to know what you get till you open it.
So we're talking.
You don't even know which
mystery bag full of a lot of potential goodness.
We
could talking about
all of these.
Totally. So you could buy like a bag you could buy one from me, one from Magic Ninja's booth, and one from Source Point's booth. Maybe you could get one chromium, one color virgin or vegan, and one regular. Maybe you get 3 regulars. Okay. Maybe you get 3 of the chromiums. Who knows? I'm not even going to know which versions are in the bags, and there's going to be other stuff in the bag too.
And so if you need, I got my cousin down at the McDonald's parking lot. He got some purple bags too.
Well, you better. I was gonna say, I'm suspecting we're gonna see a lot of swapping and trading on the actual dealer floor or in the area. You know, where
but the only way to know is to open
outside,
them, right?
I suppose, but you would call it the grand area where people swap and trade. That's cool. So all right. So what we're understanding. So I'm fully understanding this. Goddammit. We're talking about mystery bags, mystery packages with comic books inside.
Like Death of Superman, it was in a bag.
Yeah. Walking Dead did it too. Yeah, like a poly bag we're talking about. So you cannot see inside of this. You do not know what book you're getting. You know what book you're getting. You're getting the book, but are you getting it with the chromium cover? Are you getting it with the Rubinstein cover, correct? Right?
Chromium, black and white Rubinstein.
There you go.
Colored Rubinstein with no logos, or colored Rubinstein with the logos.
So virgin or trade dress.
Virgin or trade dress. Man. Virgin trade dress, black and white chromium.
Beautiful. Okay, so four different versions. Obviously, I picked up the chromium was only 50. So I'm thinking that's the one everybody's gunning for. That sounds amazing. There's also some other stuff that could be fun inside some of those bags as well, as what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some cool things that
lava bomb, Jamie, lava bomb.
I'm just I don't know, man. Am I allowed? I mean, it's just okay. We'll just
ever not do it. Loaded up the bag. I mean, let's be honest. Twiztid is known
you know
for
what?
loading
Make
up
sure
the
your
bag.
bags are fluffy, man.
They do.
Fuck yeah, you did.
They'll bag you
Fuck
up.
yeah, you did. Right on. Look, I can't see. He's that shirt, dude. Is just killing it, dude. You are just at the beach. It's so loud. I keep messing up everything I'm saying. It's just so good. Oh my god, I'm too high for this shit.
Give him a hint, Jamie. What else might be in those bags? I've been.
Okay. I don't know, Dirk. I'm too high for this shit. Hold on. All right, let me think. So from what I understand, is not only will you get the book in there in one of those 4 amazing ways, but I'm also hearing word has it that there will be random sketches from things and potential notes from creators and all kinds of fun, what we'll call pieces of history from this book that has been so masterfully put together for you through the arcs. We've done the one shot. We did the first arc, and now we're here, and we are about to see character development. It is about to go down like never before. Issue 1, Astronomicon. I'm telling you, man, I got some sketches in the damn thing. I said it. I'm not telling you how many. You don't need to know. You don't need to know my numbers. I have sketches that will be in the bag as well. So if you're in the bag, you might see me in the bag with everybody else. So like seriously, We want you guys to have fun. We appreciate you guys celebrating and supporting what we do. So we want to make it awesome for you guys too. We want that kickback, man. We want you to be able to be out there on the showroom floor like, who wants to trade for the chromium? I got a sketch and a note.
Yeah.
And I got history.
Like,
I love that.
And that's the thing, man. When people open up the bags and stuff like that, I mean, obviously you're getting a variant version of the comic, no matter what. No matter what,
a limited one, meaning that it's going to, they're all rare
because there will be to be correct now, and that'll be a question too. Like all of these will all be what would they be considered? Preprints? Because when the first print mass market issue comes out,
like a preview,
okay, all right.
Yeah, like
so
book,
in my mind, I'll go IMO on this one, and I think these are going to be the ones that are going to be obviously with print runs like that. I don't care what prints they are. It's like to know the comic gang and been listening as far as I've been listening. I know that's a big deal, and this is something really cool. So for those who understand, I know you guys are like, holy shit. For those of you who don't understand, just consider we're doing a very small amount of a very special comic book in mystery bags, and you can get one of 4 different ways of it and potential sketches, notes, and really fun stuff. So yeah, man.
I've been watching Loki, so you guys keep saying variant.
That's it.
I just think you guys are fucking up the timeline, man.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of it.
That's awesome. He said, I don't need the time cap coming for me, man.
That's why you're not in volume 2, Draven, because I know you'd be afraid of the variants. So we dipped you out.
I'm always getting through that shit.
If you were slick, you'd put him in, but only in one of those variants.
Right.
Oh,
we pruned them. We pruned
just one. He's in there.
There's going to be one book that I drew myself into as a stick figure.
God.
That is the rarest variant out there.
There
Worth a lot of money. We'll see who gets it.
He's gonna have that. He's gonna have that article in the back like Stan Lee used to have. You know what I mean? Where it's like his Oh man, I love it.
Just to your point, Jimmy, and even with yours, Draven, just so people are clear, we are literally at Source Point hand bagging and hand packing these up and just putting stuff in the bags.
I hand bag every day, baby.
Holler.
Justin's going to be half in the bag at Astro. I know
yes.
But yeah, you're right though, Jimmy. Every copy is going to be rare in and of itself because it's going to be the only time we're doing a Ghost Start edition. So the interior is going to be different. And this way, people that are pre-ordering the book, you'll still get like the full color version later. But this is for fans only, man. This is the real deal.
Yeah.
We are going.
This is absolute fan service, is what that is, and I think it's cool. And again, it's awesome because a lot of those people do attend Astro. So if you got somebody going to Astro and you're not, make sure you put in that note. Tell them to grab you a mystery bag or 2. Who knows? You could walk away with one of those 1 of 50s. That to me, that's going to be the golden ticket. With the sketches, the notes, the fun stuff. To me, that's amazing too because I've seen wonderful things slabbed, and it's just part of history.
Good question.
I love it.
In the limited of it, is it going to be limited per person or is it first come first serve?
You know, I was waiting for someone to ask that.
It's a good question.
It was on my list.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
I'm just
sorry.
I'm thinking about it.
You're the referee. No, you're not the referee. You're the lifeguard here.
I mean, someone comes in, bag of money, drops it on Dirk's table.
Right.
Are you giving him the whole shebang?
Right. No, I don't know.
Dirk in his mind right now is like, yes.
What we've
bag of money.
what we've done before is that we've limited it until Sunday, and then Sunday it's a free for all.
Fire sale.
Right.
Yeah, usually.
So essentially, to be fair, because what we don't know, only thing we know is that there are 50 of the chromium covers. We don't really have a total print run on the rest of the books. I don't know how many.
I do right in front of me. It's right here.
So do we know how many total mystery bags there will be available? That's what I'm going for. That's what I was going for. So I would say.
Actually, wait.
Dirk was.
Actually,
there'd be no
I
math.
guarantee you it is less than 1,000.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All of
so
it.
then we'll have
it might even be less than 900.
So like I
because
think
in the corner
It might even be 847.
No, so you keep lowering the production number. Which is good. But what I was going to say is if it's 1,000, I feel, that's my opinion, I feel in the court of fair that you should be able to limit a purchase of 2 for day 1. day 2, and then like you said, the very last day, it can be, you can buy whatever's left, if there be anything left. But I figure 2 is fine, because if you were going and your homie wasn't, and they're like, yo man, can you grab me one, I'll pay you, and you're like, I got you, you should be able to get that solid for your boy or your homegirl, who what have you, for their collection. I think that's fair. But I think 3s and 4s and 5s and 10s, that seems a little bit, a little bit too much. I know you got a lot of homies, but they better call somebody else, because it's you and you know what I mean? Like, I think that's fair for day 1, day 2, and then whatever's left on the weekend. We'll talk more about that, but that's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, we'll strategize, because here's the thing too. I'm not stupid. I mean, MNE's over here, I'm over here, Source Point's over there. People will go get 222, and that's fine. So be it.
Yeah.
That's fine. But then come. Like I said, what we did last time is we got an honor system, and if people went around every booth and got 2, whatever number we decide, cool. And then come Sunday when those doors open, get what you get, because by then too, people will know how chromiums are.
Each booth would have the same limit. It's not like,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you go to each booth and get the limit.
Get 6, but we'll figure it out. We'll let everybody know, but we want to let people get what they want.
It'll be for
sure.
But I'll tell you right now, if you're sending your homies to go get you one, you better make sure you tell them you want a sealed one.
That's a good
of course, because they're going to go through it and pull out the good one.
I bought you 5, and they're all the standard. Right. But even the standard one's going to be rare.
Right.
Faith Palm. No, yeah, of course. So again, confirming these bags are all sealed. If someone does get one for you, or you do buy it later on, you'll know that it was sealed, or you're buying something that's been opened. Previewed goods. All right, so there you have it. That's pretty cool. Is there in closing for just the Haunted High-Ons talk, is there anything else that you could tell us without revealing too much about the storyline, where it's going, that perhaps, I mean, there's a savvy 1 or 2 or 15 of y'all out there that have put 2 and 2 together, or remember recalling something from a panel before and maybe new imagery and whatnot. But for everybody, just to bring everybody up in a quick Cliff Notes way, what's about to happen with Jamie and Paul and Felicia? Like, what are they getting into?
All right, I can get you that. Jamie and Paul go into and Felicia. They travel down to New Orleans. And they quickly get caught in I don't say a battle, but I guess it's a tussle, a struggle between the king and queen of
real melee.
A melee. Yeah.
Brouhaha.
a disagreement, if you will.
Yes.
Between the king and queen of voodoo in New Orleans. And things go very south very quickly. We're looking at a 4-issue miniseries. Jam-packed. That's
awesome.
Lot of little Easter egg references for fans of Twiztid discography, for sure.
That's always fun and cool. I love that.
And I'll give you all one other little hint about stuff coming up. Each issue in the comic shops is going to have 2 covers. I'm not going to say who's illustrating what, but I will say Mariana and Alessandro colored one of them. The Mariana and Alessandro covers are each a subtle homage to a famous horror movie poster.
Wow.
Not too on the nose. Not too on the nose. Some people
love that. That's
literally
so cool.
take a poster and this is
just redo it right.
I love it. I'm not going to say any names, but I was at a few meetings of approvals for a few other very, very talented artists that are stepping up to the plate and helping us out in this venture, and knocking some covers out of the park. So there's some, you can rest assured there's some beautiful variants on the horizon. This is all like later news, but again, you came for some good, so we want to make sure you know some good. So that's awesome, man. I love that. I love that. Be on the lookout for the mystery bags at Astro. If you're going or don't know what Astro is, hit up astronomicon.com, find out 4's coming up. Man, hit him with the date, Justin.
First 2 from
the 20th to the 22nd.
Yes, August 20, 21, and 22 in lovely Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Ann Arbor Sheraton. Come on down, and we'll be kicking things off with, obviously, myself, Big Vin Pool Party, at the 2nd annual Astronomicon Pool Party, right before doors open to the vendor room, where you can come in and get your comics. If not, I will have at least 6 copies at the pop-up shop. We don't know when that's happening yet, but They will be there.
It's always, the pop-up shop's always a fun time.
You're going to pay a premium on that, though, so you should try to get them from the booth.
And because the comics are bad, you can grab them wet, and it won't damage the comic.
There you go.
You can jump on the pool and go grab the comic.
It's almost like we planned this.
So I'm making a suggestion.
Which is rare for us.
If they're bagging them and they're all bagged by hand, I'm making a suggestion that I'm assuming. Well, I'm assuming, and making a suggestion, maybe both. That they come bag and backboard to protect the spine for ultimate grading. I don't want to get one and have it be somebody grabbed it, or my buddy who doesn't respect comic books got it for me, but it's all bent to shit.
Back pocket.
You got to know who you're asking to grab it for you, man. You got to pick your partners wisely.
He said you got to pick your friends better than you pick the comic.
If you put a backboard in them, and if it's not exactly the right size of the bag and stuff,
it'll rip it. Oh shit!
Bend it up all right. So I think I gotta give it to Draven on this one. Just make sure you handle these with care.
Okay. All right. Well,
you're all adults. You need to play with your toys responsibly. Handle your merchandise responsibly.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Hey, you heard it here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Amazing news. We appreciate you stopping by and informing us on all that goodness. Do you have a couple minutes? Can you hang out for another?
I would love to hang out with you guys.
All right. Yeah. All right. Matt, run it.
This is a standard. This is a standard on our G-Damn pod.
All right. Here. This is a staple.
So it's the summer of 1986.
Here we go.
A lot of important things going on. And
I feel like I'm in the Jets.
You get to buy three tickets only, Jamie. 3. Uno, dos, tres. Not 4, not 5, 3.
Okay.
These are the big summer hits. Which ones are you going to? 3 only.
All right, hold on.
Can you see
what's the middle one? What's the middle one?
Highlander.
So we got Top Gun, Aliens, Big Trouble in Little China, Cobra, Highlander,
Labyrinth, Cobra,
Flight of the Navigator, Short Circuit, and The Fly.
Oh my God.
Those are some big choices. Big
I know
choices.
what I'm picking. I know what I'm picking.
So let's start with Big Vin Pool Party.
Yes.
All right, Big Vin Pool Party. What year is this?
1986.
1986. All right. So going from the movies that I know, is this me picking them in 86 or me picking them now?
However you want to think
about it. In theory, you could go back to 86 and only buy 3 tickets. Which one of these ones would you have seen?
I would have been 2, so like whatever.
I would have for sure seen Short Circuit because it's Short Circuit. It's
loser.
Hilarious.
Oh, no, come on.
That's my jam. Man, I want to say Aliens, but I don't think I would have picked Aliens because I didn't really like Aliens. It was,
fair enough.
So I'm going to say Big Trouble in Little China would have definitely been a must that I would have gone seen. And I mean, as far as the rest, I don't know. They're all kind of for me. So maybe the Labyrinth, but the Labyrinth always scared me as a younger person. I don't know why. Just the
you were afraid of the Goblin King.
Muppets. It was those little fucking things that would bounce their necks up and down. Like, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good on all of that.
Like the ball sack going up.
Dark Crystal too. Let's get some of the Jim Hensons out of here. It was scary, man.
Come on, Mr. Henson. How dare you disrespect Henson Studios?
You know what,
Jamie, you're 3.
Oh shit! All right, definitely Aliens. Definitely Big Trouble in Little China. And I want to just note that the Goblin King movie is beautifully visually amazing, but I wouldn't have watched it. And also Marion Cobretti kicks ass, and the Garbage Pail poster was better than the movie. And my last one is The Fly. Last one is The Fly.
The Fly.
The Fly.
All right.
Okay. I was like, what?
Mr. Manning.
Choose
wisely. You will be judged.
Hands down, Aliens, and this is like real. Like I grew up in a horror household. Like my mom and dad loved horror.
Sci-fi, loving it.
I don't consider Aliens.
So we would have seen Aliens first, right off the bat, no doubt.
Yep.
Then we would have went and seen The Fly. We probably would have snuck in across the hall, go buy popcorn and back in and go see The Fly number 2. And after that, I would either go see Aliens or The Fly a second time, and I'm trying to decide which one.
Aliens or
fair.
Wild card. Second time.
Wow. I can't.
I get because both of those movies were like staples in the Manning household growing up. Like Big Trouble in China. I respect, like Jimmy. I respect Labyrinth.
Right.
I even like Flight of the Navigator, Dustin. I'm going to give you credit. I liked that movie when I was younger. But
it was very popular. It was very popular.
It was cool. Like
never seen it, never heard of it.
No, it was cool. But I would have gone to see Aliens or The Fly a second time, and I might.
It's great.
I think I would have probably picked Aliens a second time.
Never have we had someone on a pick 3 pick only
That's
2.
Great, right? Double down on the same one.
I would double down on Aliens, but
if it weren't for Big Trouble, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. But something about Big Trouble is fun, and I keep thinking, I keep seeing it. I keep seeing like toys are being made of it again, and that's like they're going to bring it back, or it's just
not trying to redo it.
35th anniversary.
So, are they trying to reboot it with are they trying to redo it?
I heard with the rumblings.
I know they did a comic too.
Yeah. See, there it is. So there's been a lot of activity around the franchise. So it would be fun to see. I would enjoy to see a retake on it. Because when you watch it, it's still fun in the regard of like watching it and when you were a kid and all the stuff that was over the top and so great. Now it may be a little bit too tongue in cheek where you're like, but that's why I would love a retelling of it. But yeah, man, definitely. But Aliens still holds up, dude. Aliens is just as scary. Aliens is really fucking creepy.
Bill Paxton losing his shit through the whole movie.
Like the arm wrestling bit.
It's super long.
Oh yeah, and the fly too. Like something that was a great. A legendary black and white movie from our parents' era or their parents' era. You know what I mean? In some cases where it's like
snooze fest.
And it was, well, and you know what though? That you say that, and then somebody their revision, recalibration, which is this, which has been done. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably been done again. But this one, it was like the first time they really pushed the envelope on it. Like you got to see some shit that I don't think the audience was ready to see, and that's why it still holds up. It's like, oh God. Damn, dude.
Well, and right around that time, let's not forget we had the holy trinity of 50s horror movie remakes. We had the remake of The Fly,
The Blob,
the remake of The Blob, Amen, and The Thing.
The Thing was good though. John Carpenter
the thing was scary.
Yeah, all three of those were just God mode of horror, and to this day, like you can go put in The Blob,
in their
Fly, or The Thing. But I think people sleep on The Fly too much. That movie's gnarly. You go back and watch it, man. It's like Brundle's Fly.
Absolutely, no. It was, and again, like taking things that people were legitimately afraid of. That, like how Dustin said, our audience would have watched it and been like, this is stupid. It's Jello. But when they told it, they were like, oh, yeah, but if that shit touch you, it'll just peel your skin. You see that guy just floating in it. You're like, oh, fuck. And it like ups the ante and it kind of brings it into the now. That's what I hope they do that with some other movies coming up.
I think practical effects make such a huge difference in those movies. Like in the 80s, so much of it was practical effects and miniatures and whatever. Like I just think it makes such a difference.
There's something to be said about too much CGI. It's like, it gets over, like you fall into the and no shade, just keeping it real, you fall into the Sharknadoes and that kind of a thing. And it's a kind of a thing. It's a vibe, and that's something, but it's like
you don't like it. It doesn't
matter. Exactly. Most of the time those are like drinking bud movies. You put it on, you laugh, you have a good laugh.
Right. Not really paying attention to it. You're 100%.
But in the same idea, for the people that go for the cinematic and they want everything to be what they want it to be, it's nice to be able to use that to your advantage, not just too much. And that's where, it's nicer when practical shit is used and then they just use the right amount of CGI to fully sell it. That's what I'm talking about. When it's like the worst is when they
try to mix that CG and have no business trying to do that. And
I've seen a lot of bad attempts, and then I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of practical attempts that fell short. You know what I mean? That was like kudos for trying, but it does, like when Jason squeezes that guy's head and that eyeball pops out and you see that metal fishing line and you're just like, didn't see a thing. Didn't see a thing.
Have any of you here seen not the American remake Let Me In, but the original Let the Right One In?
I swear I watched one of them.
It's about the little girl who's a vampire. And the reason I bring this up is we talk about practical real effects. In the movie Let the Right One In, and it's subtitled in Swedish, so I know it's not everybody's jam, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, okay, go ahead. But I've heard nothing but good.
It's phenomenal. They did CGC to make her eyes just a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know it until like years later. And I was like, because she's just kind of a little off looking, right? But when you use it real subtle like that, and there's a lot of practical effects in there too, blood and stuff like that. Great. But they just did that little bit of distortion just so that like her eyes are a little bit too big and her face is just a little off. To me, that's like the
reason it worked is because you didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like,
agreed.
It's subtle, like it's a little thing in the background or whatever. But when you can just tell the whole thing is just computer, like. It just loses me a little bit. I don't know.
It's like fighting a cartoon at that point.
Yeah. I was talking with Miles, director of our videos that we just filmed, and obviously of Envy as well. But like we were talking about like practical effects like that, and I said I seen one of my favorites, Halloween 2. Still love it. The John Carpenter, or actually it would be Rick Rosenthal version, I believe it is. But anyway, directed, and when the hallway at the end, when he's walking down, you see the explosion, you see the wall go like this, and you just see it's not even there. They just made it. And it's like, now I can't unsee it. But I told him, it was like, everything was perfect about it. And now seeing those things and seeing how it took them to get that on film or to capture their vision, those little unseeable, you've seen them, now you can't unsee them kind of things.
There's an art to it that
it is, dude. It absolutely is. Kudos to them for
CG.
trying. Even that string out the eye and Friday 3, I don't care. It's still
they had to make it 3D. Right, you got to pull it at the camera.
Now they would have erased out the fucking line, and you would have seen the same. It would have been the same gag, the same timing, everything the same. But they, I don't know why they haven't done that. I'm like when they do like those anniversary editions, the box sets. I love that. Like draw hey, come on, how many times did we see Star Wars? Jabba went from a guy to a fucking solo, and he's this big fucking. So it was like we've seen all that shit.
But that was cool. Though. At what point, if you start,
I'm a fan for old Jabba.
You bleed to death. You know what I mean? It's like first you're just erasing the wire, then you're doing this. The next thing you know, it's a whole nother movie.
You're right. You're fucking right. I just assume that when it's something like that, you would
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you. But plus, to me, it's like you gotta own it. That's what makes like Creature from the Black Lagoon so classic. You know, I mean, that's just it. That's the movie. You gotta be careful.
Fair enough. I love that. Yeah, no, that's cool too. And I appreciate too, and even for like historical value. Just so people can see, like at the end of the day, that is exactly what the writer or the director wanted to see, and that was the vision. Like he got what he wanted. Somebody co-signed on that. Somebody approved it and went to print.
It all
press.
Went through.
Cut. Yeah, I love that. Through. Just like I love you guys taking the time out of your day to come hang out with us, man. It's been a blast. Thank you, Dirk Manning, for stopping by with us. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Justin. Blaze, shout out Blaze out in the ether out there, and Mike.
He popped on for a second there, but. I said he popped on for a second, but I think he was.
Oh, did he for real? He said he was going to stop on or whatever if he could. Same with Blaze. Blaze said he couldn't find service. He's out and about. Yeah. We understand. You guys held it down for us when me and Sean were filming following Wednesday, like we said. So it ain't nothing but a thing, and we appreciate you letting us do that thing too.
Roll it.
Have a good day, man.
Take care.